Okay, example number 2, dealing with fractions. So, ito na yung kinatatakutan yung fractions. Pero huwag kayong mag-alala kasi meron tayong technique dito para hindi kayo mahirapang mag-solve. Okay. So, ang value ng x natin ay 3, yung pwede nyo ilagay dito. At ang unang-unang mong pwedeng ilagay ay 0. Para pag sinubstitute natin dito sa function, meron tayong negative 1/2 times 0 minus 1. So, 0 times negative 1/2 is 0 minus 1. Ang y natin ay negative 1. So, meron tayong ordered pair na 0 at negative 1. Okay? So, whole number yung output natin. Ngayon, yung dalawa pang natitira, yung pwede mong ilagay dyan para hindi maging fraction ang output natin dito sa y is yung multiples ng denominator. So, ang pwede mong ilagay dyan ay 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay? So, basta multiples ng 2. Pwedeng negative numbers. Negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8. Okay? So, dito, ang ilagay natin ay negative 2 at positive 2. So, substitute na natin dito sa function. So, meron tayong negative 1/2 times negative 2 minus 1. So, negative 1/2 times negative 2 is 2 over 2, and that is 1. So, 1 minus 1 is 0. So, meron tayong negative 2 at 0. Okay. Next, positive 2 tayo. So, negative 1/2 times 2 minus 1. So, negative 1/2 times 2 is, bibigyan ka ng 2 over 2 negative, and that is negative 1. So, negative 1 minus 1, that is negative 2. So, meron tayong ordered pair na 2 and then negative 2. Ito yung value ng x natin at ito yung value ng y. Okay? So, i-plot na natin yung ordered pairs natin. Unahin natin si negative 2 at 0. So, this is our x-axis and y. So, positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, dito sa kabila is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Positive 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sa baba naman is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and negative 5. So, dito, sa gitna is 0, 0. Yan yung origin natin. So, negative 2 at excuse me, negative 2 at 0. So, ang x natin ay negative 2. So, nandito tayo. At ang 0 natin ay nandito sa, yung 0 ng y is nandito. So, pag kinonect natin yung dalawang yan, dito tayo magkikita sa part na to. So, ito yung negative 2 at 0. Okay. Next point is 0 at negative 1. So, 0 ang x natin at negative 1 naman ang y. So, dito sa point na to, so 0 and negative 1. And the last one is positive 2 and negative 2. So, itong positive 2 natin, natin ang negative 2. So, dito sila magkikita sa part na to. So, that is positive 2 and negative 2. Okay? And then, i-connect na natin yung tatlong points na yan. So, that is our graph for the function negative 1 half x minus 1. So, ito yung graph natin sa function na negative 1 half x minus 1. Okay? So, a few notes about example number 2. So, this function fx is equal to negative 1 of x minus 1 as a fraction as the coefficient of x. So, fraction daw yung coefficient ng x natin. So, that is negative 1 half. So, this becomes a little trickier in choosing x coordinates because we could end up with a fraction for the y coordinate. So, this then becomes a little more difficult to graph. So, the trick is to look at the denominator of the coefficient. So, titingnan natin yung denominator daw ng coefficient. So, you want to choose x coordinates that are either multiples of the denominator or 0. So, yung isang value natin doon dapat is 0. And then choose either the same value as the denominator or multiples of the denominator. Tulad nung ginawa natin kanina sa taas. And remember, you also have a choice of positive or negative numbers. So, kung mapapansin nyo, negative 2, yung nilagay nating isa, at positive 2. At yung isa ay yung 0. Okay, so this will ensure that your coordinate is an integer, which is much easier to graph. So, may tip tayo dito. If the coefficient is a fraction, ang pipiliin nyo ay yung isang value ng x natin ay 0 at yung mga sumusunod ay multiple ng denominator as your x coordinate. Okay? Para ang maging output ng y mo ay whole number. Okay? That's it.